welcome back to Black Book Stacks. I'm your host, Hoshana Sanders. It's great to be here. It's good to see you. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded a video. There's been much going on, including a new job and completed book, manuscript, and all of those things. I also stopped freelancing, so I am not writing about books very much anymore, and actually at all, and that is a very strange thing after 20 years of doing that pretty consistently. So I had the pleasure of taking my time and leisurely reading Scenes from My Life, which is Michael K. Williams' memoir written with John Sternfeld, and it came out August 23rd, so it's relatively new. For those of you who don't know, Michael K. Williams he played Omar in The Wire, which is, I think, one of the first, at least in my experiences, openly queer, dark-skinned Black characters on a major television series. He also was a great character in Lovecraft Country, and I believe he got his creative start as an actor dancing. He was inspired by Janet Jackson, and he died not that long ago. I feel like it was maybe last year. It might have been longer than that. For those of you subscribers who like the fact that there's all this background noise in the city when I do a video, it usually waits until I'm recording for that to happen. So thank you for willing that, because that's what's going on right now. It's excellent. It was very quiet pretty much all day until just now. Anyway, so Michael K. Williams died, I believe it was from a drug overdose, and he was really open, I think, and vulnerable and candid about his struggles with addiction in the memoir. The memoir is no different. It's actually just really heartbreaking and beautiful to read his reflections on his journey, and also, just the fact that he tried to put everything, his heart and soul, into making movies and television, and it was very unlikely that he would transform his life. He tells the story of how he got this beautiful scar that he has. I don't think you can see it. Well, I guess it's visible, right? It's like right down the middle of his face. So he tells the story of how that came to be and like how it happened, and also the ways in which, when he started to be a performer, when he started to go to casting calls or whatever, these opportunities opened up, that it became this asset instead of the career killer that he thought it was going to be, and that in a way became like this marker, this really distinctive marker for him. And I don't know, I wanted to make a video about it because I feel like there aren't that many memoirs of Black men creatives like Michael K. Williams. First of all, who is like him, right? Like, there aren't that many people like him, but there's no one like him, actually. But it seemed, especially toward the end of his life, even when he would get triggered by like taking on some of these roles or really putting himself in character, using pretty much everything that had happened to him to come to bear in the characters that he was portraying. He also was very devoted, it seems, to making sure that other people in his Brooklyn community also had access to some of the opportunities that also just like happened for him, right? And I really admire that. It's my philosophy also, right, that if you have been through some things and you made it through those things with, the grace of your higher power, if you believe that, and then also, the help of your community, that it also is part of what you're meant to do to give back. I don't judge people who don't believe that, but that really like resonates with me. And so I think he has an organization called Making Kids Win. And actually, like I think tweeted something about, you know, how profound it was to sit with his voice and hear more about, you know, sort of the story, the legend behind the man and the actor, and what it was like for him to become Omar after being Mike, you know, who was like this tough kid who grew up, you know, basically like in the projects, who, you know, was teased and, you know, felt weak and vulnerable in an environment where toxic masculinity and violence really was the way that you communicated about your manhood and none of these other things. So I love that he makes it more nuanced, and that it is indeed these scenes from his life. He talks about meeting Obama, and then like also I think shooting a documentary with kids in I think juvenile hall, maybe in prison. He tells a little bit of the backstory of meeting someone like Snoop. I forget what her real name is. Queen Latifah makes I don't want to do like a spoiler alert or anything like that, but like I can't spoil it. Like the way that the story is told is really beautiful and unique, and you should just come to it for like the full ride. But Queen Latifah makes like a cameo. Like he initially just refers to her as Dana. I'm like, oh my gosh, he met Queen Latifah when she was like an up-and-coming rapper. And so it's just really cool to hear about, you know, everything that it took before he became Omar, which is, I think now, obviously, I think it was the first thing that I mentioned about him, right? That's how most people know him. It's sort of fixed in the mythology of Michael K. Williams. But what I think what I love most about Omar, and maybe what resonates with other people, is that Michael K. Williams, you could tell that he brought so much of himself and his raw honesty to the character. And so it's deeply profound to read about what that was like for him to bring Omar to life, which I think is a testament. You know, I think the popularity, the enduring love that people have for Omar, and the affection that they have for him as a character in like pop culture history is a testament to just how successfully Michael K. Williams was able to channel, I think, some of the things that happened to him and make them into high art, right? Like there just is really no other character, I think, in modern television or television history, really, that has so many layers and was so much fun really to watch, right? Because he was unpredictable. You had no idea what he would do. You knew that he probably wasn't going to exact vengeance on anyone who didn't deserve it, right? And if Omar was coming, it was because somebody who deserved it needed to get their just due. So anyway, this is my my contribution, I guess, to any conversations about the book, which I hope many people will read, especially young Black people who want to be creative, who maybe feel like they might be cut off from opportunities and have challenges sort of getting themselves out there, or feeling motivated to like get stuck out of patterns, whether that's like addictions or, you know, other toxic elements that keep them stuck. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. They mean a lot to me. Because I'm no longer writing about books regularly, I'm not sure about the frequency of posting, but I will keep the channel alive. I will pop back in when I read a book that I think is really worthy of your time and your energy. I'd love to hear what you're reading and what you're up to as the summer comes to a close. And with that, I will wish you well. And thank you so much for watching. See you again soon.